Today, we're going to dive into a huge challenge that pretty much every leader runs into, that battle to stay objective when your gut, your emotions, and the clock are all yelling at you to just react. I mean, think about it. That split-second call you had to make, that fired-off email, or that immediate reaction you had in a really tense meeting. We've all been there, right? That moment of thinking, man, I wish I'd just taken a breath before I jumped in. And this is all happening while the pressure is just piling on. Do more, achieve more, be more productive. The way we work today doesn't just encourage fast thinking, it pretty much demands it. But here's the big question, the really critical one. What if that gut feeling, the very instinct you've always been told to trust, is actually wired with biases that are tripping you up when it matters most? And that brings us right to the heart of the modern leadership puzzle, the high-stakes decision. Let's face it, the world is not slowing down for any of us. You've got complex problems, a constant flood of information, and you're just expected to have perfect clarity through it all. It's a huge ask. And here's where it gets tricky. We're human. Our brains are literally built to be subjective, to take mental shortcuts just to get through the day. We filter everything through our own experiences and our own fears. And honestly, most of the time, we don't even know we're doing it. This leads us directly into what I like to call the subjectivity trap. It's where all those tiny unconscious reactions start to add up and have some really big and often negative consequences. And when I say costly, I'm not just talking about the budget. Oh no, the damage goes way deeper and it starts at a very human level. It really begins with people. A single subjective comment or a biased decision can completely erode trust. It can create friction in a team that can take months, sometimes even years to fix. From there, it starts to affect you personally, your own standing as a leader. A reputation for being fair and clear-headed, something you might have spent years building, can get tarnished by just a few impulsive, poorly judged calls. And yep, you guessed it, eventually it always hits the bottom line. Biased choices lead to bad strategies, missed opportunities, and in the end, wasted money. The stakes here are incredibly high. Okay, so if our natural instincts can get us into trouble, what's the alternative? Well, the good news is that objectivity isn't some trait you're born with. Nope, it's a skill and you can build it. There's a smarter way to lead. It's all about making a conscious choice to shift from being reactive to being intentionally objective. And this smart leadership program gives you a practical, step-by-step framework to make that happen. So let's get really clear on what we mean by objectivity. This isn't about turning you into a robot who ignores intuition. Not at all. It's the skill of being able to see your own biases and mental shortcuts so you can make decisions that are truly clear, effective, and actually get you closer to your goals. And hey, this isn't just a bunch of abstract theory. We're talking about a hands-on, 2-day transformation that is designed to help you completely rewire your approach to leadership. On day one, we really dig into the why. We get into the roots of subjectivity and the cool neuroscience behind how you make decisions. Then, day 2 is all about the how, taking all those insights and applying them so you can lead effectively when the pressure is on and things are changing. You know, this whole thing is grounded in the science of what's called neuroplasticity, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain can change. It's a proven fact. Every time you react on impulse, you're just making an old brain pathway stronger. This training is about building new, more objective pathways. You can literally train your brain to think differently. How cool is that? And you're not going to be just sitting there getting lectured at. No way. You'll be learning by doing. We'll have you engaging with this stuff through simulations, diving into real-world case studies, and getting into group discussions. It's all designed to make these objective habits stick through practice, not just theory. So, what does this all add up to? Let's talk about the payoff. Let's talk about the leader you're going to become. Because this is all about moving beyond just knowing the ideas. It's about giving you tangible, new skills that you can put into practice the minute you walk back into the office. You'll actually be able to spot your own biases in the moment and use structured, objective processes with total confidence. You'll learn how to reframe those unhelpful mental models, the stories we tell ourselves that hold us back. And ultimately, you'll be so much better at leading diverse teams and navigating constant change with a steady hand. It's a serious upgrade to your leadership toolkit. And by the way, these skills are not just for the C-suite. It doesn't matter if you're a senior executive or an up-and-coming leader who's just taking on your first team. This is for anyone who is ready to take their leadership to the next level. Which really brings us to the final question. It's about choosing between reacting on impulse or responding with intention. It's the difference between being a good leader and becoming a truly smart one. So are you ready to make that choice?